DeFi Darius Digital Asset Junkie TV. Thank you guys so much for kicking it with me. You guys, we are still above 100,000, okay? This is June 22nd, 2025. Bitcoin is at 101. All right? We dipped down at 98,000 for a quick second, but of course, it remained steadfast. And actually, I'm surprised XRP stayed above $2. $2 all day. For the most part, it went down to about 1. Let's see how low it went. Looks like the lowest we went with XRP is 92 cents. All right, it was about 92 cents, you guys. If you can, please go to Twitter, give me a like. Come on, give me a like. I need some more interactions. That'll be cool. All right. If you got some shit going on your X, I will retweet some of your stuff. So, let's not be stingy. All right, so let's talk about chain fusion. All right, Internet Computer Protocol. Smart contracts can now interact with Solana as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, so what does chain fusion mean? Your fusion chains. All right, so let's say if you're staking some coins on the Solana or Ethereum blockchain, you can toggle them, you can augment them from the Internet Computer Protocol. All right. You guys remember back in the day, it was a thing called Game Genie. It was like a plug-in you can put on your, I think it was Super Nintendo. And, it'll give your video games like enhancements, like on Street Fighter 2, Ryu, you could put the Game Genie on and do these little codes, and Ryu would throw 3 fireballs. When he does like one Hadouken, like 3 fireballs come out. He'd do a green fireball, all types of weird stuff. E Honda, it'll give E Honda a fireball. We all know in the regular Street Fighters, E Honda could not throw a fireball. I am not saying that Internet Computer Protocols chain fusion is going to allow you to do special things on different blockchains, but it links the blockchain. All right. Let's listen to this nerd talk some more about chain fusion.
Through chain fusion, we just have a possibility to reduce steps for all of our users. Everything is on layer 1, which is like not our ethos, but it's like a motivation for us to really try everything what's possible on Bitcoin layer 1. So transitioning to today, we've been looking or searching for a kind of execution layer on top, which helps us as a product and helps our users to kind of reduce those friction steps. And that's like where like our new product Instant Loans for Runes first comes into play, where we just through chain fusion, we just have a possibility to reduce steps for all of our users per se, to get liquidity faster in a way. We still execute everything on layer 1. We use chain fusion, as I said, as an execution layer to basically reduce the friction, make the experience even better.
So you heard what he said, reduces the friction. And we all know what friction is. Friction is when you cannot get your money. All right? 2 to 3 business days. What is it? 3 to 5 business days. That is friction. All right? So chain fusion, like he says, is, it helps them liquidate assets, whether you're borrowing against it, whether you're trying to just sell it and turn it into a stable coin. There's a lot going on, you guys. All right? As you guys can see, Ukraine officially introduces bill to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. All right, this isn't really big news because it's just a bill. It's not like they actually have a strategic Bitcoin reserve and they're actually buying it. It's just a bill. It still has some steps to go through.
The act, I think you'd.
But as we all know, the Genius Act came through, and I'm just really, man. If you're this isn't financial advice, man. But if XRP right now, we're at day 3 of an official war. You know, some people will argue that we've been in war for the past 2-3 years. Okay, all right. But anyways, it's up. It's up right now. All right, you know, all right. It's up, and XRP is staying above $2. Bitcoin is staying above 100 racks. You understand me? All right. This thing is going, man. Let's not get distracted. All right. You hear what I'm saying? I don't have the algorithm yet, okay? But they're giving you guys BS media, okay? This is what you guys need to be talking about. This is what you guys need to be consuming. This is what you guys need to be hearing, all right? So let's listen to this nerd talk.
See traditional financial players getting involved in it, and that's why the float is expected to grow from, call it, roughly 250 billion to trillions of dollars. And that would create more demand for the U.S. dollar internationally. I think you could see other economies start to dollarize from the bottom up as their citizens would prefer to use U.S. digital dollars as opposed to whatever fiat currency they're using. And that would create potentially trillions of dollars of new demand for U.S. Treasury. So I think this bill is a major piece of legislation. I think it's a fantastic bill just on its.
It's in plain sight. They're setting everything up. It's in plain sight. You guys can't see it? It's in plain sight, you guys. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? We're going to come back to this video. I'm going to end it off with that video in a second. But let's go back to our chart. Let's look at the XRP price. And let's talk about XRP real quick. All right? So I'm going to use Solana as an example. All right? So, you know, there's a lot of people saying, you could comb the landscape. There's people saying XRP cannot hit $100, which is comical. All right. So we all know that Solana has a smaller circulating supply than XRP. We get that. We get that. Time in 2020, okay, around 2020, Solana was going. You can get a Solana token for about 70 cents, 30 cents. You understand? All right. So, you know, a lot of tech guys, a lot of people that took profits from Bitcoin and Ethereum, a lot of Ethereum tech guys hopped on the Solana train, okay, because they seen what was coming. All right. All right. That's just a fraction. That's just a little bit of the money that XRP is going to see. You understand me? It's all happening. Stablecoins. This Stablecoin Act is coming through, okay? China has 1 billion citizens, all right? The United States we are approaching 500 million, I believe, all right? And we have at least 20% more Bitcoin than China. So that should tell you something, man. The United States is definitely trying to corner the market, all right? And it's plain to see.
Little machine shows how random chaos.
Check out this video. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I'm out of here. But before you go, please like and subscribe. Check out this video. This is real-ish.
Creates perfect patterns, and why the world isn't as unpredictable as you think. When I flip it, watch closely. This is a Galton board, and every ball bounces randomly, left or right. Total chaos. But the outcome is anything but random. Boom, the bell curve. It shows up everywhere. Stock market returns, casino odds, test scores, human genetics. Because while each bounce of the balls is random, the pattern is guaranteed every time. This is how the world works. Randomness, repeated enough times, becomes predictable. Like me, showing up in your feed. Every single time. You might be wondering how this works. Each ball hits a series of pegs and it randomly bounces left or right, like flipping a coin over and over. Most of the balls end up in the middle because there are more ways to get there. That's why it makes this curve. It seems like magic, but it's actually just math. So in the end, randomness isn't a choice. It's just a pattern waiting to happen. Still don't think it's random? Watch it again.